Welcome, everybody. Happy post July 4th. My name is Lisa, and today we are going to work together post holiday. So, probably a lot of people are sleeping in, which I don't blame them. Today is my day off, and a lot of people get today off. So, probably a lot of people are sleeping in, so that's good for them. So, we're going to pray real quick, and then we're going to get started. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this opportunity just to have a moment and just be able to work our business with intention, Lord. I pray that you will just get rid of any distractions in our minds, Lord, and that we'll be able to you make good use of this time that you have given us, Lord, to work our business and to bring honor and glory to you. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So first things first is, I'm a nurse, and so I didn't know anything about network marketing or business or anything, owning my own business or anything. So I really struggled with overcomplicating things. And I really made things harder than they needed to be. And so what I've learned over the past 6 years is I don't need to overcomplicate things, that people just want to hear from me, from my heart. And really, we're nosy people. And a lot of times people just want to hear what we're doing and what's going on in our lives. And I think that's why reality TV is so popular, is because we are nosy people. We just want to see what's going on. And so that's something that I really had to get over, is trying to just find that perfection. So we have to make sure that we aren't trying to be perfect, that we are just being who we are and just sharing our lives, being vulnerable. And that's hard to be, but I think that that's one of the most enduring things that people find about us, is that we are vulnerable and we share the ups and the downs. And so, they always talk about the highlight reel, people only see the highlight reel. And so we need to let people see the real us. And let them know that we have struggled with the same things that they're struggling with. And that's going to allow them to get to know us better and get to trust us. And so the first thing that I want us to do before I think that we are able to really reach out to others from a place that we truly are trying to get them to see what it is that we have to offer, is not to come from a place of scarcity. And so to come from a place of thankfulness for just a minute, I think that it's a good idea to do all the time and not just during Thanksgiving. But what are 3 things that we're thankful for? I think that's so important every day, just to write down 3 things we're thankful for. Come from a place of gratefulness, thankfulness, and we can share that with others. So let's do that for just a minute. Does anybody want to share what they're thankful for?
I've only got 2. One was a visit with family this weekend that I don't get to see often.
That's good.
And the other was that our tax money came. It's been like 14 weeks. Well, it's not here yet, but it's going to be here.
Oh, good. That is a blessing. Go ahead.
That I'm thankful for having a husband that's supportive of this business. Like, he encourages me daily to do what I need to do. And I put that I'm thankful for the leaders that help us in this business. Like, by doing these power hours, since I've plugged in doing these, have definitely helped, especially just like my like confidence in doing it. And so I'm really thankful for that.
That's awesome, you guys. I actually put down family, health, and air conditioning because that's a big that's really great. Thank y'all for sharing that. I'll tell you, having a spouse or family, kids on board is huge. And that is huge. And family is so important too, to be able to see during the holidays. So that's really great. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Excuse me. So we're going to take a few minutes, and this is so important too. And I know that y'all have heard this, but it's just so important to just make yourself do it. But when we first started this business, we didn't know what we didn't know. And we know now that those hey girl messages are not as attractive as adding value to people and investing in people. So I think it's so important that we use social media not only as a tool for our business, but to add value to people. I haven't posted it yet, but I'm going to in just a second. I've saved it during this next few minutes to post about how important fellowship is, and fellowship with our family, fellowship with each other, fellowship at church, fellowship at, for the kids at school, whatever it is. We were created for fellowship. And I'm about to make a post about that because that's so important. So we need to fellowship with our friends. And so for the next few minutes, I want us to engage with non-Plexus people and do the happy birthdays, but what's a great thing for today is that yesterday was 4th of July. And so, so many fun pictures. I don't know if you guys have seen any. If you haven't posted a fun picture, do that. Actually don't post anything right now. Let's just engage right now. So save your fun pictures for just a minute. But we want to engage with people, but so many fun pictures. And so we need to go back to those friends that are posting these fun pictures and just engage, and not just like their picture, but love the picture, like put the heart, and then comment. And not only comment, but leave a question. Where was that? Where were those fireworks? Or, how did you make that dessert? Or, just because everybody's posting their dessert pictures, which I'm going to post one too, because they're so fun. But ask a question, engage, so they have to comment back. So let's do that for just a few minutes. Also, if you have a minute after you kind of engage with your friends, this is a great chance to look at your back office and see what's going on back there, see where your points were. Hopefully with the new compensation plan, your points grew from last month, from the month before to last month. So hopefully they grew. So check your points. Where were they? Where do you want them to be? So let's engage and check your points if you don't know where they are in the last few days, and where do you want to end up this month. So write that goal down. So we'll do that for just a few minutes. All right. Hopefully y'all got a chance to engage with some of your people, non-Plexus people. So I want to be respectful of everybody's time this morning. I'm sure everybody's got lots of fun stuff to do. So the next thing that I want us to do is, we have that accountability group that's coming up on Sunday the 11th. And so if y'all aren't in the group, let me know, or let your upline know, but let me know, and I can send you the link for the accountability group. It starts on Monday. There's no buy-in. You just have to have, some products for just to participate, but it's really just an accountability group with whatever products that you're taking right now, and just to help people to be consistent. And just, I think Erin, you were sharing that just being consistent with this work time has really helped your business. And so consistency and accountability is everything with whatever it is that we're doing. And so, so for a few minutes, I want us to reach out to all your level ones, because here's the thing, your level ones, you're already doing this. You're already taking the products, but may not be in the group. This may be a great way to get them to engage, to help them to be more accountable, to help say, wow, this is really a great group. This is really a great team. And if they have a good experience with this accountability group, then they'll be able to share with their friends. And so that is also a great marketing tool. If you have happy level ones, then they can share. So for just a few minutes, and you can even taproot down, you can go to your level twos, maybe that they don't have someone that's really invested in them. So let's taproot down and go down to your level twos if you want, or level threes. But definitely let's hit those level ones and just ask them if they want to be a part of this group. There's no buy-in, starts on Sunday. It's just gonna be a fun group of information, and just doing these products and getting healthy together. So let's do that for just a few minutes. Yeah, I think that's all I needed to tell y'all. So Sunday, starts on Sunday. So just kind of taproot down and reach out and make sure that they know. All right. I don't know about y'all, but Tom just flies when I do these things. So hopefully y'all got a chance to reach down and let your people know about the accountability group that's coming up. For the last little bit here, I want to go back to the posting that I was talking about and just trying to be vulnerable. Again, don't overcomplicate, but it's so important to let people know that we're here, that we want to add value to them, that we want to, and that could be something, it doesn't, we don't want to post about Plexus constantly. We want to post about our lives and what's, what the Lord's doing in our life, what this income is doing in our life. You don't even have to say Plexus, just say the extra income, because people want to know. We're nosy people. We want to know, how'd you get that extra income? We want to know about, new recipes or new exercise programs, or, the new gardening tip that you learned, so adding value is so important. And not just because in the beginning when I was doing Plexus, I was just vomiting Plexus all the time. And if I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't have done that. So let's make a post. You don't even have to mention Plexus. If you've been posting a lot about Plexus, if you haven't posted about 4th of July, post about that and just, share what you're thankful for about 4th of July. What does it mean to you and all that good stuff. So take a few minutes, let's post, be vulnerable, be real. And also remember just throughout the week about our product of the month, product of the week that we do in the team. So this week it's MetaBurn. I know that Julia has already posted that in the team page. Go read about it. And you can post about that this week. And remember that every Wednesday we have the Wellness Wednesday calls. So this is a great way to say, kind of introduce people to, you can invite them to that call on Wednesday nights. It's at 8 Central, just for 30 minutes. One or two people share their testimony, and then we go over some product info, just a few things that they've taken to help them get the results. And so every Wednesday we do that. So today and tomorrow you can kind of lead up to that. So let's go make a post. Let's be vulnerable. Invite people to the Wellness Wednesday calls. Potentials, obviously, we want them to jump on that. But also people that are taking the products, but they're maybe a little bit, on the fence. They don't know if this is working for them. Using someone else's testimony is a great third-party tool. So remember that that's always available Wednesday night. So let's go ahead and make a post, be vulnerable, add value. We'll go ahead and do that now. All righty. Hopefully I got a chance to post, be vulnerable, make a connection. I want to leave you guys with some things to be thinking about and some action steps. So I know that if you've been doing these regularly, I know that Julia talks about your Hot 20 list. It's so important to have this because the Hot 20 list is the 20 people that you think, oh, they would be so good to do this with. They would be such a great running partner, power partner, business partner, to come alongside you because they are honest and they are fun and they have integrity and they have a great social presence and people love them and trust them. These are the people you want in your circle. So I have this Hot 20 list, and sometimes I have to refer back to it because, if you don't see someone's posts a lot, you forget, but you're like, oh, they'd be so great. So you have to intentionally throughout the week go through your Hot 20 list. And this is something, if you haven't done, or if you need to add more, go ahead and do that this week, but add them to your 20 list and then make sure that you're going back and you are engaging with these people. That is so important. So I want you to be doing that. And also make sure that every day that you are writing down what you're thankful for, that you are praying that the Lord will just put people in your path that he wants you to be able to just to add value to, in the craziest places the Lord can put us and, or our children or our family, and connect us with someone. And it's not just about the money. I mean, I don't know many people that do things for free, but, so money doesn't have to be evil. However, how we use that money, that's another story. But, people on your kids' sports teams, the parents that you're sitting with next to, I'm in the stands all the time, either baseball or football or cheer, and people that are around you, people are watching, and people at your church, people at your job, people in your neighborhood. So you just never know who the Lord's going to put in your path. And so I pray that you'll be able to have that opportunity because people do need what we have as far as the products and the business, but people need the fellowship. People need to know that there's people out there that we really do. I mean, I think this company really does care for people and want the best for them. And so make sure that you are, that you're writing down what you're thankful for, you're praying for opportunities, but also make sure that you're filling your mind and your heart with things that are good and pure, because if we just let the bad stuff in, that stuff just kind of marinates, and that's not good. And if we are marinating in things that are destructive, well, we're not going to be able to pour out anything but destructive things on other people. So make sure that you are filling your mind and your heart with things that are positive. That's why I think it's so important to write down what you're thankful for, because out of a heart of gratefulness comes positivity and the ability to be able to help others, because this life, and this is one of the things I'm trying to teach my kids, it's not just about us, it's about others. How can we serve others? And so I think that that's what we should do. And I think that Plexus is just a platform, just a stepping stone for being able to help others in lots of different ways. And so make sure that you are find a great podcast to listen to, find a good book. There's a ton of training, and not just Plexus training, which is great, but, training about, the power of your mind and the power of positivity. And, there's a ton of great podcasts out there. Y'all, technology has just really spoiled us. You don't even have to watch something, just listen to it on podcast while you're driving or making dinner or something like that. And to be able to have something that is reminding you how to get through this hurdle in life, how to be able to address certain things, to be able to address it in your life so that you can go on and help others. Because if we just sit around and we don't engage with other people about how you've been able to overcome obstacles in your life, and we're just sitting and we're just absorbing, we're not giving, I just don't think that that's what the Lord put us on this earth for. So go out there and find something positive to listen to. That is really investing in you so that you can invest in others. Were you going to say something, Rebecca? Do you have a good podcast or training?
I was going to say something, and the one time I took it off mute, my dogs barked.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so yesterday, that's what my post is going to be about today. I was just trying to finish it. But yesterday at our church, John Maxwell spoke. And
Church of the Highlands?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was so good. It was so good. The first part of it was just, I don't even kind of thinking about stuff like that anyway. So that's the part I'm like focusing on. But the rest of it was just straight out of Business 101, really. I mean, it was about adding value to people, and that's how you connect to people and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, that's stuff we talk about every day. So I was going to tell Aaron, I was going to be like, Aaron, you need to go listen to that one because I'm sure Ben is wonderful too. But it was a really good message. Really, really good. And then podcasts, yeah, there's a bazillion out there. I just listened to one the other day from Abby Kappa about money mindset, and there's a part 2, but I haven't gotten to that because it could be business stuff, it could be like your mindset, it could be your money mindset, because that's a big one that a lot of people don't recognize that they have issue with. But yeah, I'm not doing that enough, so I need to get back into the habit. I used to listen to something every day, and you're right, it keeps your mind kind of in the right focus.
It does. And because wherever your mind goes, that's where you go. Mindset, I used to think that it was just a bunch of hogwash, but I did. But it's so important, what we listen to on the radio, the TV shows, movies, books, whatever, conversations around us, the friends and family that we are coworkers that we choose to, engage in and converse with. It's so important. And also, I will say this, you don't have to, it's almost like with exercise or with diet or with, listening to something that's inspirational, motivational, as far as, training or something. I used to think if I don't have an hour every day to do, if I can't have everything in my meal healthy or an hour to work out or, an hour to listen to a training, then I'm just not going to do it at all. I always had this all or nothing mindset, and I shouldn't think that way. So I've learned that if I could just do 15 minutes of exercise or, I'm going to have, half my meal is good, but maybe half my meal isn't, well, that's okay. Well, then that's 50% is good and healthy for you. Don't think, well, if I can't have, salad and tuna, then I'm just going to have a whole pizza. You don't have to have that mindset, and that was a mindset thing for me. And so being able to do, just trainings and what am I trying to say? The motivational training just sounds hokey to some people. But do you know what I'm saying? Like things that just, that pour into me and not just from a spiritual place and not just from a business standpoint, but a mindset, so important. And some of this mindset, it's not even necessarily spiritual, but these people realize that your mindset, how you think about yourself, period, how you think about yourself and what you deserve is how you're going to pour out into other people, your family, your spouse, your coworkers, your, clients, whether they're in business or they're, at a 9-to-5 job. So it's so important to do that. And so I've learned that if I only have 15 minutes to work out, I'm going to work out for those 15 minutes. If I can, have macaroni and cheese, but a salad or, do you know what I mean? Or some protein. Okay. I can still have the mac and cheese. I don't have to have all mac and cheese and pie, throw in some healthy stuff in there. But the same thing with, if I'm just, making dinner and I have, 15, 20 minutes to devote just to put it, some headphones or an ear pod in or something and just listen to, training for 15 minutes. Well, that's 15 minutes that I wouldn't have had. And I'll leave y'all with this. In college, I remember I was in this health and wellness, I don't know, this was 1,000 years ago in college, class. It was like, I really don't remember what it was called. It was a healthy class. I don't know about health and stuff. Like making healthy choices. Now that I think about it, it sounds kind of funny. I don't even remember what class it was. But it was like 25 years ago. But I remember the teacher saying that if you have one apple or one piece of fruit a day, and that's all that you eat, and you think, well, this isn't a big deal, it's just an apple. The next day, well, it's just some grapes. The next day, it's just a banana. Well, if you go back after a year and you look at what you did after a year, after being consistent with eating one piece of fruit a day that you maybe otherwise wouldn't have, well, that's 365 pieces of fruit, servings of fruit that you may not have had because you thought that one piece of fruit is not going to make a big deal. But at the end of the year, there's 365 pieces of fruit that you wouldn't have normally had. So that's a big deal. So I think about it like that. Well, if it's 15 minutes of working out, but then over time, that's a big chunk of working out that I wouldn't have done if I hadn't just committed to just 13, use what you have. So, same thing with training or preaching or, whatever. Sometimes just, consistency compounds. That's right. Sometimes whenever I'm just like folding clothes or something, I'm thinking, I just only have 15 minutes to do this. Pop in something in your ear and listen to something that is inspiring to you, and again, what we learn, we have to share with others so we can help add value to their life as well. So I'm sorry, I've been chatting so much, I've ran over, but did y'all want to, I'm going to be quiet now. Did y'all want to share anything as we close? Anything to?
I just have a question.
Yeah.
So last night I shared a post that was, I guess adding value, was talking about just the freedoms that I have, and with just like I share about my mental health struggles all the time. So I was just talking about that and just a new mindset about my body. And I talked a little bit about plexus and all this. And so I kind of really like added value and did a really personal post last night. And so I don't really know what to post this morning because I did that last night. And so I'm kind of stuck on like what to do right now.
Do something silly and funny, like one of those with the colorful background that says, I don't know, tell me the best thing you ate on the 4th of July.
Okay.
And just because that gets a lot of engagement, and everybody ate something delicious, like that cheesecake that everybody devoured. She baked cheesecakes this past weekend for raising money for something at church, and Rachel Montgomery brought a half one to my house, and it was like the favorite dessert. It was gone.
Yeah.
Like my brother and I were over there with a spoon getting all the little small parts that everybody gets.
Thank you. And I would like, if Rebecca, if you could like message me like really good podcast to listen to.
Oh yeah.
For like mindset and stuff, because that's something I struggle with, and especially money mindset, because that's always been an issue my whole life. I just kind of either obsessed about it, or just not having enough, like watching my whole childhood. That's kind of coming to my adulthood, and I know there's more out there because I've prayed for an abundance purposely just to help others, like not even personally. And so I think that's something too, like I need to have the confidence of like, A, I can do this, B, having money is okay.
Right.
And so I just need something to like listen to. And I'm really much going to do that, even if it's 15 minutes, because I'm like all in or nothing. And so I'm going to do better this week about that. That's a number one thing for me. But yeah, I would love podcasts.
I like what Lisa said. I tend to listen to them more when I'm folding laundry. I don't know what it is about. I guess it's because it's a mindless thing that I don't have to really focus on. Because if I try to do it while I'm cooking dinner, sometimes I get sidetracked because otherwise I'll mess up what I'm measuring or something like that.
Well, maybe I will fold more laundry now. I don't know.
There's a lot of laundry.
I listen to a lot too when I'm driving. Of course, I live like out in the country, so I have a good 25-minute drive. Really, to go. But while you're driving too.
Yeah, I do that too sometimes.
I mean, that's mindless. Yeah.
And money mindset is a big one. My husband and I both come from different backgrounds. Like we were always poor. They always had plenty, but we both have issues with our money mindset.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. It's weird how you can come from different places and have similar issues, but for different reasons or different issues. I don't know. Like,
well, people with money, they can still have a mindset that isn't
A
healthy with
scarcity.
money.
Like they hold on to it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's not healthy, either to some degree. Saving is good, but you want to be able to be fruitful and help others and
Mama.
you. And Aaron, I can send you some as well if you want.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah.
And then or Rebecca or who,
Yeah. And she can share them with me. Doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will do that. And Rebecca, what's your last name?
Waller, Waller.
Okay. So I will send y'all some of my faves, see if that helps y'all. So
Bob Heilig's got good stuff about that. I think he talks about that a lot.
oh, love Bob Heilig. Yeah.
I do too.
He's one of my core favorites for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will send y'all some stuff. Yeah. Well,
Awesome.
it's fun, you guys.
Yeah, it was. Thank you,
Message
Lisa.
me if you have any questions or anything, or you want to chat about anything, just feel free to message me. But y'all have a good Monday and a good rest of your week. And we will catch up again later. And I'll be hosting Wednesday night's call. So I'll see y'all on that one. All right. Well, y'all have a good day. Okay.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Bye.